So what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about video games. Yay! Right, well, when that happens, can you freeze frame it and play triumphant music? Because that'll be the joke.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Got that covered.
Video games are a medium filled with generic, muscular characters with less charisma than a sack of wet cat turds with Jai Courtney's face photoshopped onto the front, which made Frank West, the star of Dead Rising, a welcome breath of fresh air for most gamers because he looks just like an ordinary man. A decision that was made intentionally on behalf of the designers to make him appeal to us gamers here in the West. Well, you play games, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the image that's like how to make a typical video game protagonist? It's a white guy with stubble and a shaved head. So Commander Shepard, Nico Bellic, every character from a first-person shooter. The guy in Infamous. Because games between like that era, they couldn't really do long hair. A guy with just short hair looks crap, so it's give him stubble. It's every character looks exactly the fucking same, and it's boring as fuck. The ultimate one is the guy from The Force Unleashed. His hair looks like it's painted on. It's so bad.
What's the character called?
The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Star Killer. He's in Soul Calibur 4. It's that kind of character. It's like when you look at all the video game covers and they've all got the same cover. And the only one that doesn't, and I like this, is The Last of Us. Remember that game?
Yeah.
They actually had to fight with the people who were making the thing, the publisher, to put Ellie on the cover. Because they wanted to put Joel, man with beard, brown hair, grizzle with a gun on the front cover. And they said, no, Ellie's the main character. She deserves at least 50% of the cover. And they had a back and forth argument for ages with the people who were publishing the game, saying, please let us put our main character on the front of our game.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Look, hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together?
So what makes Frank West different to these other characters then?
Well, he represented an intentional design decision not to make a bland, muscular character with a shaved head and stubble, like an American game, or an androgynous anime-looking character, like a Japanese game. He's just an ordinary-looking dude.
Well, it's not happening anymore, though, is it?
Kind of is a bit. A lot of characters, it's not shaved head and stubble anymore, it's more Nathan Drake type characters.
So, like handsome, rugged, joking man with a nice flock of hair.
Yeah. There's a lot, I think most games, I think there was a year where we had every character wore a scarf, including Sonic.
Sonic had a scarf?
Sonic had a scarf, yeah, Sonic Boom. In Sonic Boom, Sonic has a scarf.
Why the scarf?
Because it's cool.
So, Frank West isn't like these other characters?
No, he's not inhumanly buff, he doesn't have biceps that could strangle a child, he doesn't have cheekbones that could put your fucking eyes out, he doesn't wear a stupid fucking scarf, he's just an ordinary looking dude. He kind of looks like every guy you kind of know's dad. Actually, he kind of looks like my dad a bit, really. Now I mention it. Yeah, he does. I think he does actually look a bit like my dad.
So why did they do this then?
Well, it was an intentional decision handed down by the lead designer, Keiji Inafune, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, who didn't want a generic anime-looking character to be the star of the game, because he didn't think such a character would appeal to Western gamers. If you want an example of that, just think about how poorly Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2 was received, after he replaced the gruff, atypical American action hero-looking guy, Solid Snake, with pretty boy, Ponty Pants, Raiden and his huge, massive schlong.
Wish I had that.
What design choices did they choose to make him look more Western?
Well, the only two real ones handed down by Inafune were make Frank fat and make him ugly.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's apparently what they thought would appeal to a Western audience. A fat, ugly photojournalist in a mall punching zombies to death, which actually sounds pretty fucking sick, to be honest. I'd watch that movie.
Why did they choose fat and ugly?
Well, they just wanted to make him look like an ordinary guy. And the easy way to do that is just not make him your atypical rugged action hero type dude. Also because the game's supposed to be a homage to the Dawn of the Dead series, which is about a couple of average people stuck in a mall in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. They didn't want Frank to look like a inhumanly muscular behemoth man-mountain punching his way through an endless horde of the undead.
See, I would say he looked either like really fat or really ugly.
That's because they toned that down ever so slightly, because I think they went a little bit too far. And if you look in a lot of the promotional materials for it, or the promotional artwork release, concept art, that sort of thing, yes. If you look at that sort of, Frank is noticeably more handsome than he is in the game. because they realised they went a bit too far and had to dial it back. They looked at a fat, ugly Frank West and went, maybe just a little bit. Maybe the dial that says ugly and the one that says fat, maybe just tilt back a little bit and made him a bit less fat, a bit less ugly. So instead of being fat, he's stocky. And they even mention it in game when he does some of his attacks, saying using Frank's burly physique. So he's more of like a guy who used to play football in high school and has just let himself go a little bit. That sort of thing. And instead of being ugly, he just looks average. So I think he's got like a weird wide nose and things like that. And he's got like a slightly receding hairline, but he's not grotesquely, monstrously ugly or anything. One of the reasons is they dialed it back a little bit because they didn't think that a character who was fat and ugly as he was originally wouldn't make a believable action hero, so they gritted him up a bit. I personally think that the reason they did it is because they didn't want to release a fat, fuck ugly character and then it come out a couple of years down the line that that's what they thought would appeal to the average Western male as the person that they would most feel represents them in a video game setting.
We're all fat and ugly inside.
I am. I'm a Frank West inside.
Fist bump. Seriously, come on. What, you know? Come on, everybody does it. It's like the in thing.
Hang on, dude. We still need to like, comment, subscribe.
Are we still doing that shit?
Yeah. You used to at the end of every video.
Fuck's sake. In which case, I'm going to hold this while I'm doing it then. This big, awkward object to distract everyone. Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. Why not like, comment or subscribe about...
And the bell.
The bell. Fuck the bell. I know the end bit, or like Kiji bit. Kiji, Inafune, just put that at the end bit. Kiji, Inafune, Kiji, Inafune, Keiji, Inafune, Keiji, Inafune. So you can use whichever pronunciation was right from them, cut it together, yeah? Perfect, done.
That's not how editing works.
Yes, it is. It was an intentional design decision passed down by Keiji Inafune. Keiji. It was an intentional design decision passed down by Keiji Inafune. Keiji Inafune. Keiji?
Would you like me to look it up?
No. Keiji Inafune. Inafune. You call it together from this, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Thanks.